Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news, so let's get to it. The very first thing I want to show you guys are a few images from Papo, actually. We have official in-hand images of the Giganotosaurus, and I know there is a strong dislike from many people out there for the figure, but I did want to show you guys these images as they just recently started to float around on Facebook a bit and show you guys what, in fact, the figure looks like in hand. So maybe it can help you decide to potentially purchase it, maybe it'll help you decide to run the other way, but regardless, I did want to again show you the pictures. You can get a pretty good idea of what the size is and everything in comparison to the brown Papo standing Rex and everything like that. Personally, I am still not really a fan of the pose. I think the pose is just really unfortunate, I guess I could say, but the paintwork on the figure looks really quite nice. However, I really won't be able to truly tell how much I like the figure until I get it in person. And again, I'm hoping that maybe it's just sort of like a companion piece and there will be maybe a limited edition version at some point where it'll appear as though the Giganotosaurus is potentially facing off against something else, and that is the reason for the kind of rearing up pose that we see here. But again, just wanted to show you guys these images so you can decide for yourself if this is a figure you would like to pursue or not. And then as far as Nanmu goes, we have some more images of the Stegosaurus, but not only that beautiful looking Jurassic Park style Stegosaurus, the Lost World Jurassic Park style Stegosaurus we've seen before, we actually have some really nice high quality images of the alternate paint scheme, and I must say I am absolutely flabbergasted at how beautiful the alternate paint scheme is. This is definitely another one of those paint schemes that kind of tugs at my heartstrings because I am a huge fan of green Stegosaurus with kind of reddish plates, and that is exactly what we see here on the alternate version from Nanmu. So I am now way more excited than I already was for this release. I was pretty excited to begin with, but seeing this really nice looking alternate paint variant, I am just absolutely blown away by its beauty and am super excited now to get a hold of this figure when it does officially release. And as far as Nanmu goes, we also have some really nice high quality images of the upcoming Ceratosaurus figures, both versions. We can see that although the sculpt doesn't exactly match what the Jurassic Park 3 Ceratosaurus looked like, we can see that, however, the paint scheme on the standard version looks very nicely done. Overall, it looks very Jurassic Park 3-ish, and I'm definitely really excited about this release as well, as I am with pretty much everything Nanmu is releasing. But you can see that both versions are just gorgeous as far as the paintwork goes. It kind of makes it look like it's a male and female, with the male having that JP3 style paint scheme because it's a bit brighter and flashier, sort of like what you would see on a male, and then you can see that the darker version looks more like a female, but both are absolutely gorgeous. Like I stated, really excited for these, and I actually kind of like the fact that they've given it a more realistic Ceratosaurus style sculpt, but with the Jurassic Park 3 paint scheme, because then you kind of get the best of both worlds with this release. But if you are interested in picking this up, it is actually up for pre-order currently on Dan's Dinosaurs, as many of the upcoming Nanmu figures already are, and again, you can pre-order either version, so make sure you head to Dan's Dinosaurs after the video is over and place your pre-order for some of these beautiful upcoming Nanmu figures. And then as far as Rebor goes, we actually just recently had this image unveiled from them, kind of getting us hyped up for the upcoming dissection compy figure, and looking at it here, it is just insanely nice looking. The paint and sculpt is just off the charts, and the detailing within the actual area that has been slit open is just incredible looking, as is the paintwork that they've included in there. This is just another of many very exciting releases coming from Rebor, and they also have shown us this image here of some of those skull replicas that they were kind of teasing us with a little while back, and they did let us know that these will actually be in the same price range as the wet specimen Velociraptor fetus. So we have a good idea now on what the price of each will be. I don't know if I'll pick each and every one of them up, but I will definitely be picking up that Carnotaurus at the very least. And then in something that is very exciting, they have actually teased us with this image as well. It appears now that Rebor will be making some Charles R Knight inspired figures, or at least this one, which is a very old school Tyrannosaurus that was taken straight from this image from Charles R Knight. Again, a beautiful figure. This is one that I am a huge fan of, and I actually have recently ordered the Joe Ladati version of this because it is something that I love so much, and I'm really excited to see Rebor now releasing something like this. Although I will say that it is kind of strange that Mesozoica had kind of popped up with their intentions of making a very cool vintage line, and now all of a sudden Rebor has kind of jumped on the bandwagon as well. I don't know if this is something that was kind of brought upon by Mesozoica releasing their line, or if this is just something that Rebor was intending on doing for a while, but I do know one thing: the sculpt on this looks absolutely beautiful, and this is for sure something I'll be picking up as well. And then as far as Creative Beast Studio goes and the Beast of the Mesozoic, we have a few images here of some of the upcoming releases in package, in hand from the factory. So this is very good news for anybody that has actually pre-ordered any of these Ceratopsian series figures, as we can now see them actually showing up. As far as these test samples go, seeing them in package and everything must have everyone very excited, myself included, although there is just an absolute ton of these Ceratopsians I would like to order. Unfortunately, I don't think that's in the cards, as that would be a very expensive bill on my part, but looking at each and every one of them here, they all look incredibly nice, and I really do want to start getting hold of some of these as they release, but definitely some really nice work on the part of Creative Beast Studio, and these Ceratopsians are looking absolutely gorgeous, each and every one of them. And as far as AK Rex goes, we have a look at another upcoming piece coming from them. This is a Hungarosaurus in 1/20th scale, and as per usual with AK Rex, you can see just how gorgeous the sculpt and detail is on this very obscure species of dinosaur that I have never seen get a resin kit, a figure, nothing. I've never seen anything from it, so AK Rex creating one is really good news for the species, but us collectors as well, giving us an option to actually own something of this species. But you can see again, it looks gorgeous, beautiful scale work, very nicely detailed, and just generally a really nice and very appealing looking figure of a very obscure species. No word quite yet on price or release date, but I did want to show you guys these images and let you know that it is definitely coming. And then thanks to Collect Jurassic, we have a look at the upcoming Dimorphodon Attack Pack figure that we'll be releasing from Mattel, and kind of giving you an idea of what the paint scheme looks like here on the undersides of the wings. It looks really nice, very cool looking Dimorphodon. I actually really quite like the reddish color scheme on it as well. Although this is not any type of a new figure, sculpt wise at least it's a very cool looking repaint, and definitely something to look forward to if you are a fan of the Dimorphodon figures from Mattel. And then thanks to XXBen_VISSCHERXX, quite the name to say there, on Instagram, who pointed this information out, and thanks to JP Toys for the information, as they are the ones that actually discovered this. But we have quite a bit of information as far as upcoming Mattel figures from them. As far as the 2021 line goes, they state that the Attack Packs will be replaced by new Wild Pack figures, upgraded to Savage Strike style gimmicks. The Savage Strikes will be possibly discontinued, or maybe given a more expensive Savage Strike style gimmick. They're not too sure quite yet on that. The Roar Attack will actually replace the Sound Strike figures, and Massive Biters will be replaced by a similar sized new Mega Breakout with capture gear. So that is incredible right there, as far as including capture gear on upcoming figures, really giving you an awesome Kenner feel to the figures, something that I think many people will absolutely love. And they also state that some dinosaurs are still listed under code names, so we don't entirely know exactly which species they will be, apparently to avoid spoilers. But we do have a list here of the Wild Pack figures that will be coming out in 2021. Quite a few very cool species included on here. A lot of them we've actually seen kind of teased a while back from Mattel, but some of which are very exciting as far as species that I did not know were coming out, like a baby Pseudoceratops and a Zunoceratops. But one thing that I think a lot of people will be excited about is seeing the Dimetrodon name there, as many people missed out on the Dimetrodon the first time around, so we will have another opportunity to get a hold of that figure again, hopefully with some kind of very cool new paint scheme or action feature. But regardless, all of these species look incredibly nice, and something I am super excited about as far as the 2021 Mattel line goes. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.